Oh, yeah. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Livewire. And I'm back in the motherfucking building, baby. Yes. Post E3. Well, how has the world changed? A little, but not a lot. Um, Xbox has two new consoles coming out, one in the near future, one a year after. PlayStation has a console coming out, God knows when, maybe September, October, maybe March or April. Who fucking knows? I don't. Well, we'll see in the coming months if Sony announces anything. But one thing that hasn't changed is the fucking hate, man. The fucking hate is real. It's real out this bitch. Now, before I get into that, let's talk about this E3. E3 was good all around, especially for Microsoft and Sony. My Xbox had games that were displayed that are coming out more recent. Xbox had one console that's coming out really soon in August, and for the most part, they had a really good all around showing. On the Sony end, you had a lot of big games coming out that people really were excited to see. You had God of War, you had another Horizon showing. You had the Spider-Man. The rumor now become reality. Uh, what else? Last Guardian. I mean, I guess some people. It's not for me, but the people. I don't know. Last Guardian. They showed that shit. And they showed Days Gone. All right, and pretty good showing from Sony. They had a lot of exciting games. Their games are not so close. They're probably 2-3 years away, except for Horizon. Horizon comes out in February, so that's close. But everything else is kind of a ways off. But um, who won it? You know what? It depends on uh, what do you expect from these companies in their E3 showing. That's really what it comes down to. Do you want to hear about shit that's coming out now or more recent? Or do you want to hear get hyped about shit that's coming out in the future? That's really subjective. It depends on the person, Like if you want to be amped, like, oh shit, God of War is coming out in 3 years. That's what the fuck is up. Oh shit. Then, there's nothing wrong with that. Get hyped for that shit. Me personally, I feel that I can see why Sony got a lot of love initially. You feel me? I see why they got a lot of love initially because they showed all the big games that they're coming out with. They didn't really have too many major leaks. A lot of speculation, but no, this is definitely going to be showing at whatever. So that helped them out a lot for their showing, and the simple fact that they had a lot bigger games like God of War is a well-known franchise. Horizon already had buzz from the year before. I think it won like a couple awards from last year's E3, if I'm not mistaken. Spider-Man is always a fan favorite, so it's always going to get hell love. Uh, Days Gone was kind of indifferent because people thought the game looked cool, but then a lot of people didn't like it because it reminded them of The Last of Us. So people kind of seemed like a little indifferent about that game. Like they wanted to like it, but you're like, you already got a game like this, so why the fuck would you make this? That would be like if Microsoft owned the rights to Halo and Time Crisis. It'd be like, why the fuck you already have hit? Why the fuck you got another guy in a suit? Like, what the fuck is going on? So that to me, that's kind of like how people feel about Days Gone. They're like, why the fuck you got another guy shooting up goddamn zombies and shit? And why? Me personally, I don't give a shit. Either way, if it's a good game, it's a good game. I don't give a fuck shooting zombies or ghosts or whatever the fuck, if or ghouls or creatures or shit. you know. But one thing I do see being concerning from Sony is that the games, like, they're known for diversity. They're known for all this variety, right? That's what you know for Sony. Diversity, variety, all this shit, right? When they don't give that to you, that is a bit concerning. Oh shit, my phone. That's a bit concerning for the simple fact that God of War action game, third person, kill shit. Days Gone action game, third person, kill shit. Horizon action game, third person, kill shit. What was the other game? Spider-Man, third person game, action game. You don't necessarily kill shit, but you beat shit up. The fuck else did they have there? I know they had some other games. I just can't remember them right now. But like that was pretty much the pattern of their show. They had a lot of different games, but the same game in ways, which is basically what Xbox has been criticized about having for years. This is the first time they have a showing where it's pretty diverse, as far as the Xbox. You got Halo Wars 2, which is like a strategy game that's completely different from like Halo and shit. Then you got Gears, which is more of its staple, like the third-person action game. Then you have Record, which is like an adventure game with puzzle solving and shit. Then you have the racing game, which is Forza Horizon, which hands down, to be honest, I think Forza Horizon 3 was probably my favorite game that was showed at E3. I mean, that shit is fucking amazing, man. Like, that game looks fucking crazy. Like, this will be Forza Horizon 3 will be the first Forza game that I buy day one. I bought Forza Motorsport 6, and I have like Forza what was it? Forza 3, Forza Motorsport 3. I'm not a big racing game. Like, I used to buy all the Project Gothams. Forza 6 was the first one that I really, really, really went in hardcore. The one before that was the little demo. Well, not demo. What is that shit? The Fast and the Furious shit that gave me a taste of it. I was like, oh shit, this shit is dope. But at the time, I was playing other shit, so I didn't want to go get Forza Horizon 2. So now I'm in Forza 6. That shit is hot. The only thing about that game that hurts me is I can't fucking play anything else, man. That's a pure racing game. Oh, it's so fucking hard. Because like Forza Horizon, I mean Forza in general, that shit spoils you as a gamer that likes racing games, because the controls are so tight. It's sick, man. It's sick. Like, I tried to play that Crew. I played it one time. I said, nah, I'm good. It's not that it's a bad game. It's just that Forza is so much better. I just rather not just struggle through some fucking racing game that I'm like, I don't want to play this shit, So I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, I think to me, Xbox just did a better job of showing games that are coming out now, getting you hyped for shit that is coming out now. And the difference is the God of Wars, the Spider-Mans, the Horizon Zero Dawns. Other than Horizon, I don't see how you keep up the hype for those games, because they're so distant into the future. Recourse coming out in September. Horizon comes out in September. We Happy Few comes out in July. Inside comes out in June. Well, next week. Shit. You got a lot of games coming to Xbox. I'm talking about Xbox, Win 10 exclusives. These are games that are coming to our preferred platform that we know are good games. I'm not talking about the indies that come every fucking day that we just don't even pay attention to. I don't even know how many goddamn indies are on the fucking Xbox. I just don't give a shit. I want when I get indies, I want the indies that have the Microsoft seal of motherfucking approval on that shit, saying that this is a good goddamn game. I'm not risking playing some bullshit. I mean, granted, yeah, you could go to Metacritic, but I don't trust that shit, man. I don't trust it, man. Because it seems like reviewers, I don't know what the fuck they want. I don't. I really can't trust it. I mean, these motherfuckers are the most bipolar people on the planet. You can't tell from game to game what the fuck are they looking for. Like somebody who will rate one game that's the same game as another game will give like the first game they'll give it a 100 and the other game they'll give it an 80, and you'll be like, well, it's damn near the same game. Like, how is it fucking different? Well, one has a PlayStation exclusive logo on it, and the other one has Xbox, and it's just like, well, like, are you reviewing the game, or are you just telling me that you have brand loyalty? Like that's like to me back in the day when we used to buy products, right? I mean, I guess that's still the same today. You go to the store and you be like, all right, which TV you gonna get? Which sound system are you gonna get? Oh, should you get Sony? Should you get Bose? Should you get this? Should you get that? Right? And a lot of people would say, okay, I'm gonna get this brand because I know them to have this type of quality, and not even give other brands a shot because they automatically assume because of the name it's going to be better than this, right? I mean, and I get it. I totally get it. I mean, it reminds me of uh what was it? My friend's daughter. I went over his house and like she was crying because his mother had bought her all these clothes from the Gap, and she was complaining about it because it wasn't Banana Republic. And I was like, why is she all upset? She was like, I don't like cheap clothes. I'm like, wait, hold it. I thought the Gap and fucking Banana, maybe I'm mistaken, but aren't they the same, made by the same goddamn company? But it was the name. Her mother had conditioned her to think the name, meaning more value, means that you get this better product, and as asinine as that may sound, like who the fuck doesn't like Gap? Gap clothes is still as good as Banana Republic. Banana Republic is just like fucking, you get more sweaters and button ups, just whatever. But it's like, I don't know. It's just that ideology of like, well, because of the name, I must stay loyal to this name, and with this name, I assume to get this type of quality, which is just I don't know. It's very interesting. It's like this whole generation has brought out a lot of interesting like psychological evaluations that people could do. I mean, simply on this generation. I mean, this shit is crazy. Like if somebody wrote, like, I'm not a psych major at all, so far from it. But if I was, I would definitely write a book on the psyche of the gaming community. That shit would be such a great because just looking at the way people just fucking attach to a brand and assume because of the name it is better than this other brand is fucking interesting. Like Nintendo by far gets a pass. They can do no wrong. I mean, damn near any game they make pretty much gets a pass. And I'm saying, and what I mean by that is as long as their game is fun and it isn't broken, they usually get high scores for it. Straight up. They don't get hit with the whole resolution shit because see, with Nintendo, all they do is make sure that the frame rate is solid. That's all they worry about. Straight up. That's all they worry about. If the frame rate is solid, That's the only they do not get penalized for resolution, and they usually don't have pop-ins and shit like that because they pretty much make their games conditioned to their console, which is cool. But then when you have Xbox and PlayStation, then the rules change. Xbox, they have so many fucking rules. It's like if you look at one of those boxes where it's like like a chart, and there's like all the rules that apply to Xbox. It's like fucking 100 of them, and then when it comes to PlayStation, it's like 50 of them, and when it comes to Nintendo, it's like 5. It's like it's fucking crazy. Like this shit is crazy the way the media, the reviewers kind of like penalize based on who was in the video game industry first. So if you were Nintendo, you get a big ass pass. If you're Sony, you get a decent pass, but not as big of a pass as Nintendo. And if you're Xbox, guess what? You don't get no fucking pass. So if your shit isn't like the best shit ever, then fuck it, we just gonna shit all over it. And the crazy thing is, all video games have flaws, all of them, but it's almost like like a favoritism of like a student. If you're a teacher, like, okay, I like this student, so he or she got this answer partially wrong, but instead of marking it completely wrong, I'll give them half credit. Versus, you know what, I don't like this motherfucker, so guess what, that's completely wrong. So therefore, you got this wrong, you got that wrong, you got that wrong, right, wrong. Okay, now you have the score that you have. Versus somebody who's like, okay, you got, instead of giving you complete wrongs, you got half credit, right, half credit, right. Okay, now you have that score. So then when you tally both students up, even though they pretty much got the same answers wrong, or they broke pretty much the same answers, one student ends up with like a fucking 80 and the other one ends up with like a 60. Shit is fucking crazy. Just based on favoritism of, reviewers and kind of the game media, I don't know, just find it interesting. But yeah, I mean, E3 shit was, I mean, the other conferences were like, okay. I mean, yeah, they have boring spots in it, but there were things that I took away from all of them. I was like, okay, this is hot. This is all right, Ghost Recon looked like dope shit. Straight up looked like dope shit. I want to play that shit like bad. Matter of fact, once that comes out, I'm probably not going to play the Division no more. I mean, because the Division was fun for what it was, but after a while, especially when you're a lower level and trying to fight through all these motherfuckers, shooting the same guy like 100 times, after a while, that shit gets old. That shit gets fucking old. That's the main reason why I didn't like Destiny. I mean, granted, I know it's different because it's like a fucking alien and he has shields and shit, but after a while, this shit just gets old, man. That shit gets old. A lot of times I find myself like, damn, I want to play the Division. I play that shit for like 5 minutes and I'm like, man, I'm about to get on Halo. Straight up jumping on Halo. Because on Halo, I just have more fun on there. I spent like $90 on that goddamn game. And I spent maybe put in like 30 hours. It's just like, it's hard to get friends to come back on. It's just, it's one of those games that was really good for that first 2-3 weeks. And they really didn't. I don't know what the fuck. You know what? It's just like, all right, you expect to level up and your guns to get stronger, but it's annoying as fuck when you get to a specific level, especially if you're not playing in the dark zone, where the guys that you're fighting are so fucking hard and you have to go grind the same missions over and over, and that shit is so fucking annoying that you just don't even want to fucking touch the shit. Straight up. So that's why, I fucking go play Halo, man. I have way more fun. Way more fun. I'm playing the shit out of Halo, especially recent, because a lot of, the games I was playing, I either beat or, pretty much either beat them. Kind of went back to what's that game that I'm playing right now? The Evil Within, because I still haven't beaten that game. I bought that like damn near a year ago. Played it like maybe for 2 hours the first time I bought it, and then put it down and played the shit out of The Witcher. And I've been playing that for a minute and put that down and picked up the Evil Dead and then jumped into some other shit. Been playing oh shit, what is this? And then been playing what's that other game? State of Decay. Now I've just been jumping around, man. Halo's been my consistent number one. Then I would say my number two is probably Evil Within right now. I'm trying to remember. Maybe Forza 6 is my number 3. Something like that, So I'm jumping around, man. I'm getting a taste of a little everything right now. But man, this E3. What are my surprises for it? Well, I'm gonna say surprises. What did I come away having? Well, I guess surprises. Recore was different than what I don't know, because Recore, I didn't know what the fuck to think of it, to be honest. I wasn't sure. Like, Sea of Thieves, I knew. But Recore, wasn't quite sure what that was going to be. And now that I know, I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. It's a puzzle game it's an action adventure puzzle. It's it's like Tomb Raiders, but more like anime. I don't know, anime, on the anime realm of Tomb Raider, I guess. As far as like, she can jump super high and fucking probably not die from hitting the ground and shit like that. Whereas Lara Croft's ass is going to be dead. So it's not as realistic, but it looks pretty cool, man. And for $40, you can't beat that. I mean, shit, Ratchet and Clank, they pretty much showed that putting out a game that's about 12 hours for $40 is about to become probably the standard. It probably is, especially if it's not as, I don't think Recore is like a AAA. It's probably a AA or almost a AAA, but not quite. So it looks cool, man. I can't wait for it. Man, it's a lot of fucking games coming out. God damn. Shit, it's a lot of games coming out. I mean, between like the things that this conference has really put in perspective is, one, I need a new fucking TV. I need me a 4K TV, and not just a 4K TV, a 4K TV with HDR. See, that's how we know we are moving into another generation, because Xbox just told you what's coming. They said HDR gaming is coming. So you need to step your shit up. So all these people that went out and bought a 4K TV without HDR, I know are mighty fucking salty, because they got to go get that HDR TV. So, like, my brother's one of them. He just got a 4K TV this past holiday, and his ass is salty as fuck. He's like, shit, I could have fucking gotten that HDR shit. I mean, granted, it was more expensive, but he could have bought it. So yeah, I mean, pretty much HDR gaming is where we're going, including with 4K. So hey, that's what's up. Pretty much the Slim is like the shit that everybody's gonna be trying to get this holiday. I know I'm getting that shit. It's a lot of fucking money, man. Fucking TV, fucking Slim, fucking Forza, fucking Recore, fucking Gears, fucking Battlefield, Fucking Titanfall. It's a lot of fucking games. It's a lot of fucking games, man. That's a lot of fucking money. Man. That's like when Sony said you got to get another fucking job. That is damn for sure, yo. Shit. That's a lot of fucking games and a lot of fucking money. Well, I get, you know what? This year I'm gonna actually have a legitimate Christmas wish list because normally I buy all this shit myself, but I just can't do it. I can't do it. It's too much. That is too fucking much. I might have to get the TV myself and pray for the Xbox. So I just, man, I don't feel like spending that type of money no more. Yo, it's just, I'm being honest. Shit is expensive. I want it though. Damn for sure, I want it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, shit, man. You grow up, you got other shit to do. I mean, as much as I want to just blow my whole check on fucking video games, I do need to eat and have a place to live and have a car to drive and feed my goddamn kids. You know, you kind of yeah. Video games are nice, but I got to do all this other shit. Man, what a fucking week, man. I don't know if it's just me, but this E3 was fucking draining, man. Between listening to all the podcasts, and mind you, I was on like 3. I was on 3 podcasts. But between being on podcasts, and you know the funny thing is, the whole time I was on those podcasts, I was like, damn, I wish I wasn't on this podcast. I wish I was just fucking watching, because when you're on the podcast, you gotta, you know, I mean, it's different for every person, but for me, I have to sit in front of the computer. So I can't watch the whole shit on my computer because I was literally watching it on my fucking Xbox. And unfortunately, they don't have it where all the apps on the Xbox is available on the computer. So I'm sitting there trying to fucking turn and look at the TV while being on the podcast talking on the goddamn computer. That shit was fucking annoying, man. I was like, God damn it. I just want to fucking geek out and just watch this shit. But no, man, it was fun as hell though. It was my first one, man. Shit is like work though. Like for real, anybody who hasn't really done a podcast is no joke. It's like work. I mean, especially if you want it to be good and flowing. I mean, like those when people would just play video games and talk to people and call that a podcast, they ain't no goddamn podcast. That's a fucking a group chat. That's not a goddamn podcast. You're just fucking playing video games, talking to your friends. That's bullshit. You know, because half the time people fucking play the game and then forget what the fuck they were talking about and shit like that. That shit is stupid. But man, I might have to fucking continue this shit. Yeah, but my thoughts on that, man, it was a good E3. Good E3. I don't have many complaints to be at all, really. I thought it was dope shit. I did want to talk about the gaming community a little bit and kind of explain my thoughts on how I think it's like high school. Man, this gaming community could be very cliquish, you know. And I'm not even talking about the media and shit like that. I'm just talking about fucking YouTube and Twitter, you know. You have it where it seems like the Xbox community, we're kind of like the jocks of the gaming community. Yeah, we're not very big, but we're very loud and we're the most recognized, you know. Then you have the PlayStation community, which is like, you know, I guess you would say the people that are like, you know, the junior Republicans and junior Democrats, and they want to run for, you know, class president, and they're fucking, you know, taking, I don't know, honors classes or whatever the fuck, you know, which is funny because these motherfuckers act like, well, because I'm a PlayStation gamer, I'm smarter than you. I don't know what fucking high school you went to, bitch, but a lot of the fucking athletes in my high school were also in fucking AP classes. I'm just saying, we're not fucking dummies, like, like I mean, shit. I went to the school. Fucking the captain of the basketball team was a fucking electrical engineer. It's like, what the fuck? I don't know this idea that these guys think because I don't know. It's PlayStation gamers are just like they think they're so high and mighty. Not as much as the fucking PC guys. The PC guys are like the fucking golf kids that run around with the fucking like you wouldn't even normally pay attention to them, but they started putting makeup on their face, so now they're like, oh shit, I didn't even notice that kid before, but now he has makeup on his face. I notice his ass all the time because he looks fucking crazy. Like that's basically what the PC guys are. They're just fucking around, walking around with goddamn makeup on, and then running around talking about people behind their back. Oh, she thinks she all that because she the fucking cheerleader. He think he all that because he fucking play basketball. He play football. He play baseball. He's a swimmer. Blah blah blah. Like these motherfuckers are the dudes or people that think they all that, but they don't do shit. But literally just stay behind people and then talk about them. That's all they do. Then I don't even know half those motherfuckers. I don't even call gamers because they just fucking use mods and cheat all goddamn day. You don't even play the game. You just fucking mod the game, then run around doing dumb shit. Like whatever. I mean, you know what? Play it however you like. All right. But don't be upset when motherfuckers don't want to play those games with you because you're doing that shit. All right. That's all I'm saying. If I want to play the game as it was meant to be played, don't fucking look at me like I'm crazy for fucking wanting to play the game as it was meant to be played. Like that's like the person that comes over your house with the board game and like you have the board game set out and then they're like, guess what? We're gonna use these rules. Like, no, the fucking game has rules right here. It's on this paper. No. We're not using those rules. We're going to use these alternative rules that I made up in my head that are so much better than your rules because in my alternative rules, I win all the time. Like, no, fuck you. No, we're playing the fucking rules on the goddamn paper, and that's what it is, man, because you're just trying to fucking cheat your way through to a victory. Fuck you. Get out of here. That's what PC gamers to me, man. They're fucking bullshitters. Most of them. Not all. Not all. There's no absolutes, but for most, yes, they crybaby modders. That's basically what they are. Crybaby fucking modders. If they can't fucking mod shit, they cry about it. And then you got the Nintendo guys. Those are guys who are still fucking playing with Pokemon cards at the age of like fucking 30. It's fucking ridiculous. There's no hope for them. Absolutely none. If you're playing on Nintendo, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. I mean, especially if you don't have kids, I absolutely do not know what you're doing. I don't know. There's no hope for you. I mean, pussy is not in your future. There is nothing that no hope. No, I don't want to hear it. No hope. No fucking hope for you, sir. Sorry. No, none at all. Maybe for a woman, but even but girls are different. It's very different. Like girls like cute shit, It's very different. Very different rules. It just is, man. It just is. Like me and my wife could see the same shit, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, that's cool," and she can jump up and scream and act all giddy and be like, "Oh my god, they have super cookies!" And I'm just like, I can never do that shit in public. Like, the fuck, I can never do that shit. Well, everybody in the fucking store would look at me like I was fucking insane. Why? Because I would be acting like that. Because men cannot act like that. I mean, at least not straight men that don't want to be looked at like they're crazy. All right? Man, it's just different, man. You can't. No. But yeah, I think this community can be great. It can be better. It's always going to be separate. It just is. You're gonna have people that switch. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast. Um, just how things go. Because to be honest, I mean, out of all the people that own PlayStations, all the people that own Xboxes, only a handful of them are like hardcore PlayStation, hardcore Xbox people. You know, it's just like with a PlayStation. Like this is the thing that I find interesting. Like I would never, if somebody gave me a PlayStation, I wouldn't fucking burn the shit. I wouldn't break it. I'll fucking see what games they have on it that I like, and I would play it. All right. And if I'm not using it, I would fucking sell it. But I'm not gonna fucking destroy it unless it's fucking. Well, not even if it was fucking broken, I still wouldn't destroy it. You know why? Because why the fuck would I do that? What logical? Like why would I waste the energy to do it? I mean, unless you have a YouTube channel and you're trying to prove some kind of ridiculous point, I don't see the point in doing that shit. It's just stupid. It really is. I really don't get it. It's just completely asinine. But I don't know. Everybody, man, what a day. Yo, it's Thursday. I'll probably do another one of these, man. I mean, I've been fucking preparing for work, so it's been a little hard trying to do shit. But you know what? I think I'm gonna do another one of these and probably on maybe tomorrow. Have a little free time. I didn't forget about fucking working on that Gears of War statue. I'm definitely gonna jump onto that. It's just that man, fucking I had to go get this do CPR shit and some other shit. You know, shit is busy. But yeah, I'm gonna get back on my art shit. I want to do much bigger pieces for like a lot of the upcoming Xbox games releasing. Shit, Recore comes out soon. I probably should do one of those. Fuck. Fuck. Man, this shit because man, these figures, man, they take a long time. I'm talking about Saberwolf took me about 12 hours. Takes time. And I'm trying. God damn it! That's telling me I gotta go. All right, I'm gonna have to wrap this up because I got some shit to do. But yeah, those are my thoughts on E3 post E3. You know, the hate, uh, the hate is just should be expected. The media has to protect their darling as far as Sony. So, after they go goo goo gaga over all the Xbox shit, they got to turn around and be like, but what if this shit doesn't work? Basically they have to, because you got to realize that PlayStation fanboys didn't just wake up the next day and realize they need to go get an Xbox. Some of them are just freaking out and pulling their hair out, like literally. Like some of these motherfuckers just lost their goddamn mind because they're upset about some Xbox getting shit and PlayStation not getting it. So it is what it is. And the community, Xbox is strong than a motherfucker, man. I mean, we do shit. PlayStation, they talk a lot of shit, but those motherfuckers don't let that shit fool you. Those motherfuckers do not be on it like that. I mean, yeah, in their little small groups they do. Like you have the anime community, they're kind of tight, but everything else is really spread out. Like you got motherfuckers on YouTube still playing Uncharted multiplayer. And that shit is sad. It is. It really is. I just look at that shit like, why would you do this to yourself? I mean, I get it. You're trying to prove a point that it's not that bad, but it kind of is. I just no. Like that would be like somebody trying to sit there and if the first Tomb Raider was exclusive to Xbox and playing the fucking Xbox, uh, the Tomb Raider multiplayer to prove that it's not that bad. That's just no. It's why would you do that? That's not cool, man. You know, it just looks horrible. But anyway, this is your boy live. And I'm out this motherfucker. Baby.